Morning, beautiful people. Last year, the words were just not resonating because I heard that we spoke in sound. That prior to this programming existence, where time was created, that yes, there were inscriptions, but there were sounds. It was a telepathic communication through souls. And it was a rhythmatic penetration guided by our hearts. For our bodies were not in existence. It was the energy. So words were not needed because you could be felt. And although for years I wrote, and that's how I remembered who I was in those writings, it brought me back to that place in me of pure love. I've been hearing it's the sound for some time. And I know that we all hold a sacred sound. Just as when we speak, our voice creates a vibration. And that vibration is sending out ripples. Ripples of love. That is opening gateways to emerge all the realms. Because it's one field. And we've been told we've been separate. We can go into that in many different avenues. There is not a separation. There is a programming inside you that has to be unraveled. And everything you speak has a connection to the current energy and doorways that are open to you. Or not doing the work. What does that mean? Not digging into your roots of your traumas, of places and spaces you've been in this realm that have caused you pain and suffering, and holding that pain within you and speaking from that pain body. It's also causing a ripple. And for a long time, there was an even keel of pain and suffering and pure love. It was like a balancing act, and it was keeping us all in the same paradigm. And people that knew better were caught in it. And more people have faced themselves, have looked in the mirror of their own demise. And I say it like that because it's a gripping. It's a gripping of your soul that wants to keep you stuck and bound in this place. Not living to who you were meant to. By causing all these fireworks, distractions, out of alignments to come in your field. And you get the same thing and you keep accepting it. Instead of cutting the cord to those patterns, those behaviors, those traumas, and looking at them and asking why you're still in the same place. But what has taken place because of pure love is that the density here is dissolving. And it's still here, it's still active. But the amount of people holding this resonance is in unison. And it's changing the collective field. Because heaven isn't in the sky, or it's not in one person, it's in all of us. Until you tap into that resonance of pure love, of acceptance for yourself, for others, when you speak, your sound is keeping you stuck or breaking you free. So I'm not sure where you are. But my prayer, my heart, wants all of us free. And it starts with you looking in the mirror and you owning your shift, whatever word you want to use. And you observing your behaviors and you asking yourself why. Why does that make me feel that way? Where did it come from? How did it get there? How do I remove it once and for all? Imprints, behaviors that you've picked up along this journey. You have to get present with yourself, bringing awareness to how you show up and what you're carrying. What are you carrying? What pain wants to leave? And how can you make it so? Because yes, people can hold space for you, but you are the one that has to do the work. And support is here, but you have to call upon it. Many are holding pure, unconditional love and light. And again, it's a divine orchestration, as always was and always should be. You have to decide when enough is enough. When you're going to look within your eyes, look within your soul, and go into that pain, and touch it, and look at it, and love it. And love it. And not beat yourself up for what happened to you, or what you chose on repeat. Because love looked different to everybody, depending on how you grew up, right? The suffering can only end when you go into the suffering. When you layer by layer rip it apart. There's no more time to love tap yourself and just stay in this field of density. There's not a lot of time. Time doesn't exist. We're presence. I love you. Love yourself. Give yourself that time to breathe, to heal. And if you need help, please reach out. You're not alone. No longer suffer willingly. There is help. your pride, to get the fuck out of the way, and reach out to people that are willing to love you. Become real and raw. Because if you're asking somebody for help, and then you show up in their field, unable to receive that help, because your ego is in a war, then leave those people alone. I'm talking about somebody that wants real guidance, not energy vampires that want love, want peace, but their ego has a grip on them, and they can't see past themselves. So they call on others, and then when the others show up, they attempt to latch on and drain. And then they wonder why those people no longer connect with them. I love you. I pray that you would know how loved you are, even the ones that have the ego. But you cannot get past yourself if you're not willing to be real, to really dig those roots, to really be with yourself and stop blaming others. Forgive, and then take responsibility. Be accountable for how you show up, how your residence is amplifying and what it's doing to the world and to the planet and to the people in your life. Because if not, you're going to be shaken. If you're not already. I love you. Have a blessed day.